Hey everybody, it's Morgan with Allison Insurance and welcome back to the channel. If you are running a pilot car, escort vehicle, or thinking about getting into the industry, there's one type of coverage that almost nobody talks about, but absolutely should. Today we're breaking down professional liability for escort vehicles, what it is, why it matters, real claims examples, and how it could save your business. Because here's the reality. It's not always your driving that gets you into trouble. Sometimes it's your decisions. So let's start simple. Professional liability, sometimes also called errors and omissions, protects you when you make a mistake in your professional services that cause a financial loss, damage, or injury. Now comparing that to your auto liability policy, your auto liability is going to cover accidents caused by your vehicle versus professional liability is going to cover mistakes you make while doing your job. And as a pilot or escort driver, your job is a lot more than just driving. So you're responsible for route planning, communicating with the truck driver, warning about hazards, ensuring safe passage of oversized loads, sometimes coordinating with law enforcement or the DOT. That means you're making judgment calls constantly, and if one of those goes wrong, it can lead to serious consequences. Here's the thing a lot of people don't realize is that escort drivers operate in a high-risk advisory role. So you're guiding loads that could be over width, overweight, over height, or all three. And if something goes wrong, investigators are going to ask, well, who was responsible for guiding this load safely? And guess what? That includes you. Even if you didn't physically cause an accident, you can still be held liable for giving incorrect directions, missing hazards, failing to warn the driver, poor communication, which is where professional liability is going to come into play for you. So let's go through a few realistic scenarios so you can see how this plays out. So example 1, you hit a bridge. So you're leading a load that's over height. You planned the route, you missed a low clearance bridge, the truck hits the bridge, now you've got major property damage, potential road closure, repair costs that could reach hundreds of thousands of dollars. So even if the trucking company is involved, you could be named in the lawsuit for failing to properly route the load. That would be a professional liability claim. Another claim example would be you're escorting a wide load through a tight construction zone. You signaled the driver to move into a lane that you believe is clear, but it's not. The load sideswipes a barrier, another vehicle, or construction equipment. Even though your vehicle never touched anything, your direction caused the loss. A third claim example would be you're running rear escort and notice traffic building up quickly. You either don't communicate it in time or underestimate the situation. A vehicle rear ends the oversized load. Now attorneys argue the escort driver failed to properly warn and control traffic conditions. That puts you directly in the claim. The last claims example I wanted to give is you mount a route that includes a restricted road or weight limited bridge. The truck gets stuck or damages infrastructure. Now you're dealing with towing costs, road damage, fines, potential lawsuits, and again, the focus is on your professional judgment. So now you may ask yourself, what does this coverage actually do? A good professional liability policy can cover legal defense costs, which alone can be massive, settlements or judgments, claims of negligence, errors, omissions, miscommunication. And here's the key, even if you did nothing wrong, you still need defense. Because in this industry, if something goes wrong, everyone gets named. Now you may be thinking to yourself, what does it not cover? So let's clear up a common misconception. Professional liability does not replace your other policies. It does not cover auto accidents, damage to your own vehicle, international acts, some contractual liabilities. Think of it as filling the gap between your driving risks and your decision making. So a big question would be, do you actually need it? Well, here's an honest answer. As if you are running your own escort business, contracting with multiple carriers, handling route planning or decision making, working on complex or high value loads, then yes, you should seriously consider it, because one mistake or even one accusation could shut down your business, cost you thousands in legal fees, or worse, put your personal assets at risk. At the end of the day, being a pilot or escort driver isn't just about driving, it's about responsibility. You're a critical part of a moving oversized freight safely, And with that responsibility comes exposure that most people don't see until it's too late. If you found this helpful, drop a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. Do you currently carry professional liability, or are you relying on auto alone? And if you want more videos breaking down insurance for trucking and escort vehicles, I've got plenty more coming your way. Stay safe out there. Thanks.